Welcome to Burton-in-Kendal. Now behind me I've got a beautiful Grade 2 listed home which has got lots of flexible options. This is Manor House. It dates back to around the 1700s and has been extended over the years to create a wonderful home. Now to the side of the property we've got a wonderful cottage which is perfect if you're looking for multi-generational living or income potential. But what you'll also notice is I'm actually stood on the main village road, and that's really important for me to tell you because as we go inside and around this home you'll see that doesn't impact us whatsoever. However, it is where we are. Now what you can't see from here, behind this beautiful facade of a property, is we've got a stunning garden with an orchard and we've got some lovely outbuildings, a summer house, and a really private space. To the side it's also got a double garage and parking area, so this is a wonderful opportunity if you're looking to be close to the lakes, you're looking for an opportunity to run a period property to put your own stamp on it. Now we've got some incredible proportions, but there are some age-related issues that you'll see as we go around that are typical of a property of this age. The owners have recently, in the last couple of years, replaced the roof and repointed the gable end, all with planning permission because it's a Grade 2 listed property. But this is an amazing opportunity for a fantastic home and a cottage to the side, or just something that gives you the opportunity for a fantastic and large family home. It could easily be reconfigured into one. So let me show you the street scene. First of all, we'll go inside this wonderful home. This is the street scene, a wonderful, really fantastic property. So we've got the cottage to the side. The cottage has an agreement in place, so where I've parked my car there, that is an agreement with a neighbouring property for a parking space that can be renewed with the current owners. The home itself extends all the way along here, and as I walk along, just to show you where we are, we're sit on the main village road. So the village has got a pub, it's got a school, it's got a really active community, a fantastic place to be because the links are so brilliant. It's also got off-road parking and a garage and the most beautiful garden, which you'll see towards the end of the video. But just to show you the access in, we'll just let these cars go past because I want to be really honest and let you see that there is a road to the front here, but we've got parking up this lane here which is owned by this property and has got a garage to the side and has got a number of smaller outbuildings. But you can see here we've got parking and we've got access into the garden. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in this way because I believe that the owners of the new owners of this property will park here and go in the back door. And then we'll explore the fantastic gardens, the further development potential that this has got, because there's more that you can do with this home and the cottage and the orchard. So there's so much to see. Please keep on watching. What a beautiful day we've got to enjoy Manor House at Burton-in-Kendal. And look at this. You've obviously just seen the front of the property. I'm now going to take you into the back door. Now I'm not using the front door today because I genuinely believe that if you lived here, you park at the side there, you come in through this door and enjoy this lovely terrace which is laid to cobblestones. You've got access into the cottage and into a storeroom to the side there. But what a beautiful looking home. And as you'll see as we walk through, we've got some great spaces. Now this is a property which is of Georgian era. We've got a date stone of around 1701, but we believe it may date back even further than that. And you've got some fantastic features as we come through. So this is an entrance hallway. We've got lots of wooden panelling, tiled floors, stone steps. As I look further through, this is the front door. So this is where you would come in if you're accessing off the main road there, and you've got a nice entrance hallway. Now you've got proportionate space here and quite symmetrical space. So either side of the hallway we've got two sitting rooms, and both are fantastic proportions. Look at this lounge, it's absolutely super. We've got high ceilings, we've got a lovely feature fireplace there, we've got a large window which looks out to the front, and if anybody's concerned about noise from the road, then you get very little because as you can hear, we're not hearing anything there. Now you'll see as we go through, the home is in need of some TLC in parts. It's been lived in by the current family for a long time, and I think when it was originally bought it was configured as 3 properties. Now it's just 2, but it's so flexible. But there are the odd issue with maybe a little bit of damp here and there because that's what you would expect from a Grade 2 listed property. Now as I said earlier as well, the vendors spent a significant amount of money in the last couple of years re-roofing the place and also pointing one of the gable ends with some lime mortar. So they've really they want to keep the life in here. So they've made those significant investments just to keep the feel of the home so it doesn't go into disrepair. But this is ready for a family to enjoy. So as you can see here, we've got another lounge here, dining room, more formal space. I think in the past this might have been used as a couple of rooms, because you can see here where you could perhaps partition it off and create a dining room or a snug. You've got a lovely parquet flooring and some lovely features, as you can see here. So some great proportions to these front two reception rooms. Then coming back into that hallway that we entered through, we've got a lovely traditional style kitchen, again with light streaming in through these really large windows. There's a range cooker there, as you can see. And looking at this, we've got a fantastic tiled floor, but we've got plenty of space for you to install and design your own lovely kitchen in line with your own personal needs. We've just got some freestanding units here, but as you can see, plenty of space for a table. And we're overlooking that garden to the rear, which is absolutely super. We'll see that in a few minutes. So to complete the ground floor as I come along, as you can see, that's the door out. We've got a wonderful staircase just to the left-hand side, which takes us up onto the first floor, and that's got a lovely arched window. We've got ample storage on either side of this hallway. So to the right, we've got a storage cupboard. To the left, we've got a small cellar space. And then we've got a pantry room here, which is like a utility room, but it's also fitted with a loo, space for white goods, and some sandstone slabs, which are traditional of the age of this home. So a really good pantry room or a utility space. Then as we go up onto the first floor, there are plenty of bedrooms here, all rooms which could be flexible use. We've got 4 bedrooms and a bathroom, 2 bathrooms actually leading off from this space, but we've also got a little surprise which you'll see in a few minutes. So let's go round in a clockwise direction. So we've got a bathroom here which is fitted with a walk-in shower, hand basin and loo. Then as we come round, we've got to the left, we've got a bedroom which has got windows to the front. Now traditionally, with the age of this home, you'll see when you visit this property for a viewing, this floor is a little bit uneven, but it's so charming. It's a great proportioned room, and it's just one compromise. A property of this age will have lots of quirky features. It's also worth noting that there's a fireplace just behind here. Now, the vendors have opened up a few of the fireplaces throughout the home, but there's still some undiscovered sections. So that's one fireplace that hasn't been revealed in the time that the vendors have been here. And I believe they've been here from around the 1970s. Just look at the light coming in through through that window. Then to my left-hand side, we've got another bedroom. So this one's more of a single room. It could be a dressing room, it could be a bedroom as it's currently used for, but again, flexible use. Many homes of the Georgian era have this room as, in more modern times, have this as a home office. So you've got lots of options here. And then we have another bedroom. This is a feature fireplace. Now this was uncovered by the vendors, and you can see you've got some lovely blue tiles. Fantastic fireplace there, lovely window seat, and we look out over across the village. A really good proportioned third bedroom. Now there's even more. So as we come along to the left hand side, we've got a larger bathroom. So this is the second bathroom, and you can see here a great size, a really high ceiling in here, which is really super. And along the landing, we've got a few steps up to 2 more bedrooms. So this is probably my favourite room. This is a lovely room which has got a lovely feature window looking out over the garden, but a great sized double room, lovely high ceilings. Again, there's a fireplace behind that cabinet there which hasn't been exposed, so you can find all the history. And this is a super window looking out over the garden, as you can see there. We're just looking out, and we're going to go out there in a few minutes, but the garden's extensive. There's an orchard, there's lawns, there's a number of smaller stone outbuildings, a summer house. There's lots for you to see. And then finally inside, we've got the the 4th bedroom. We've got other rooms which are a little bit more flexible in the cottage. So this is a 4th bedroom. We've got a large bedroom here with that feature window looking out to the front. And yet another fireplace which is crying out to be uncovered. And panning around, you can see here from the size of the furniture, you've got a really great proportioned room. So I think we've got a little bit lost with our bedrooms as we've been talking. So we've got a double bedroom here and a second one. Along the hallway, we've got a third, a fourth, and a fifth. So I did get a little bit out of kilter with my counting. So 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Now there's also a really lovely surprise just through this doorway here. Okay, so part of a hidden surprise here is we've got a sliding door just as we enter into the family bathroom. Now, this space is absolutely super. It's an area where you can put your own stamp on the home, subject to the relevant planning consents. This is a great space. Now, most homes have attics. This has got an attic that is absolutely huge. So as I pan my camera around, you can see we've got some incredible spaces here. Now, if you're looking to convert this into maybe a home office, a cinema room, a snug, more accommodation, look at the space that you've got here. It's absolutely fantastic, and it just keeps on going on. There's another room in that direction as well. Fantastic head height, and as you can see, great light coming into here. So this is your own chance to put your own stamp on this this property that's beautifully presented throughout, as you've seen. In need of some TLC, as you'd expect from an older grade 2 listed property, but the chance to do something different up here, or perhaps even just use it for storage. There's tons of opportunity here. So coming back out of the back door, so we're now going to go and have a look in the cottage, which is just over here, and then we're going to explore these garden spaces. So for the next part of the video, we're just going to go into the cottage, which sits to the side. Now in this door here we've got a storage area, and this is access into the cottage. It can also be accessed from the very front of the property, next to where there is a agreement for a parking space to the side. So coming in through this doorway, we come into an entrance hallway. Now this space is great. It's arranged on a few levels, as you'll see as we go through, but you've got some really good proportions. Coming down a couple of stone steps, we come into the kitchen area, which has got a window out to the side and a lovely glazed window separating us from the lounge, but an ample sized kitchen, which is really super. And then we come through into a living area, which has got dual aspect windows and a bit of an entrance porchway there as well. Just to show you where we are, this is parking area to the side, and this is the front of the property. So coming round, you can see here a great sized lounge, and then as we've been in the kitchen. Now this is perfect if you're looking for a large family home, a multi-generational living. It could equally possibly be used if you wanted to create it into one big family home, and use the rooms for different reasons, or you wanted to generate an income and have a tenant in here. There's lots of opportunities with this space, and you don't have to use these rooms as we go upstairs as bedrooms. Again, they could be snugs, working from home space, a teenage den. You've got 2 rooms up here, and one of those is this one here, which is a really good sized room. And we've got a doorway that goes out there and down some steps back out onto the patio just to the rear of the house. That's what we look out onto, which is a lovely view. It's also worth noting as well, you've seen that there are some fireplaces which haven't been exposed as yet. So there's lots of surprises here. I'm sure this will be a home that can already tell lots and lots of stories, but there's maybe more stories that you can uncover in this fantastic property. So then coming along, down a couple of steps, we've got a bathroom here, which has got a loo and a bath there, and another flexible use room. So potentially this could be a 2-bedroom cottage, accessed independently from the front, and a great income generator if that's what you're looking for. So now let's go and have a look at the garden spaces. Now we've got a beautiful day to show you this garden, so come and enjoy it with me. You've got some really well stocked flower beds. We've got steps coming up here into a sort of a more formal garden space here with some fantastic lawns, some colourful flower beds, and a path taking us up even further. But as you can see here, we've got a beautiful private garden and an extensive plot which sits right in the heart of this wonderful village. Now there's also a number of surprises throughout the garden space. You've got a little stone outbuilding here, which is perfect for maybe bike storage or a garden store. We've got a really beautiful summer house which sits in the corner and is painted in that lovely blue colour in keeping with the window frames. And as you can see here, an ideal retreat to come and sit and enjoy, looking out over the garden spaces. And then as we keep going up through the front path and go up through the garden, we come through a holly bush into the orchard. Now this is incredibly well stocked with some apple trees and other fruit trees. To the side of that there's yet another little stone building there, and then as we come up to the top of the garden you'll start to see that we've got just a little area up here which potentially could be used for more garden storage. Now it's worth noting that there is a historical right of way through this top part of the garden. So coming from this gate here, up here there is access into the farmer's field just beyond here. Now that is in so it's not in use. It hasn't been used for a number of years, however it is still there, so please be aware that that is that access point. But that doesn't compromise your garden to the front, it doesn't really compromise this section. There's also a question mark subject to the relevant planning consents whether this area here, which can be accessed off the lane to the side, which we'll see in a couple of minutes, is potentially space for some ancillary accommodation subject to the relevant planning and consents. Could this be where another home sits? Possibly, possibly not. It's up to the new owners to explore that option if they wanted to. So what we'll do now is we're just going to go out and I'm going to show you the lane because that's quite important for you to see the access to the side. But walking back through, just look at these gardens from this angle and the home is just coming into view. So a home which has been enjoyed by the family for a long time, and we've even been, the vendors have been kind enough to share some pictures with us from when it's been used in the past, some really, really old pictures which we'll share with you if you contact us. But look at this home, absolutely beautiful. You can see the roof's in fantastic order. It's been fitted with Westmoreland slate, and the side of the gable end, which you'll see in a few minutes, has been repointed. So they've spent a significant amount of money just to keep this home loved, so it hasn't been forgotten about. It's a really fabulous home, as it has been for a long time. So you saw this section to the start of the video as we came in through the approach, but there's yet another little stone building there, and coming through here we've got a cobblestone parking area, we've got a garage to the side, and we've got a lane which leads all the way up here. Now this property owns this access, so nobody else accesses along here, but it is owned by the property. There's a point at which other properties around the corner can access, but this little section here is not used by anybody else. And as you can see, a fantastic gable end there. The access that we talked about for the farmer historically is just up beyond the gravel area there as well. So tons and tons of flexibility, so many options. What a stunning home. So what an incredible home. This is Manor House. We sit in the heart of Burton-in-Kendal. We've got loads of flexible options here. You've got what could be a fantastic family home, or a home which has got an income potential, or a multi-generational family option. Sitting with fantastic gardens, all right in the heart of the village. You've got off-road parking, a garage, you've got some wonderful spaces. So if you'd like more information on this fantastic property, please give us a call on 01768 881111, and we'd love to give you some more information.